The courtroom was packed, the tension so thick you could slice it with a knife. Reporters, families, and lawyers squeezed into every corner of Courtroom 9A, their whispers buzzing like static in the charged air. It wasn't an ordinary trial. No drug lord, no gang enforcer. On trial was Alicia Matthews, a hardworking, single black mother, accused of resisting arrest and endangering a police officer. Her real crime? Trying to protect her 6-year-old son, Jaylen, during a traffic stop gone terribly wrong. The prosecution painted her as violent, unstable, a threat to society. But anyone who really looked beyond the missing body cam footage that had mysteriously vanished, could feel something was off. Alicia sat at the defense table, her trembling hands locked together, her public defender whispering something useless in her ear. Behind her, Jaylen clutched his faded Spider-Man backpack, wide-eyed, silent. On the other side of the room, Officer Darnell Briggs sat straight and stone-faced in his uniform, unreadable, confident, as though the verdict had already been decided. The judge entered. An aging, weary white man with drooping eyelids and a calendar packed with cases he clearly didn't want to drag out. And so it began. For 2 days, the prosecution paraded officers onto the stand, each echoing the same tired, rehearsed story. Alicia resisted. She screamed. She shoved Briggs. But no footage supported it. Dashcam? Corrupted. Body cam? Technical malfunction. Traffic cameras? Inconclusive. Alicia's lawyer begged for a delay to recover missing data. The judge, bored and impatient, denied IT. IT felt hopeless. Until Jaylen stood up that IT was the end of day 3. The judge was preparing to recess when a small, trembling voice cut through the heavy silence. "Excuse me," heads turned. The courtroom froze. Alicia's eyes widened in horror as her son slowly rose to his feet. "I want to talk. I remember everything." The room erupted in gasps and whispers. The judge frowned. The lawyers froze. Alicia whispered, "Jaylen, no." But the boy kept standing, small but determined. The judge sighed. "Bring him forward." Minutes later, Jaylen sat in the oversized witness chair, feet dangling, one small hand pressed to the Bible as he swore to tell the truth. "What do you want to say, young man?" the judge asked, leaning into. Jaylen's voice wavered but held firm. "The officer is lying." The room exploded in gasps. The prosecutor shot to their feet. "Objection! He's a minor, not on the witness list." The judge held up a hand, eyes narrowed. "We're here now. Let the boy speak." Jaylen turned, locking eyes with Officer Briggs. He pulled Mommy out of the car. She wasn't yelling. She was crying. He called her crazy, but she wasn't. Alicia's hands flew to her mouth. The courtroom was silent, stunned. Jaylen hesitated, then added, "I saw him take Mommy's phone. He saw me recording, and he took it. He smashed it. Said nobody would believe me." For the first time, Briggs' mask cracked. Sweat purled on his forehead. The defense lawyer, who had seemed all but defeated moments ago, straightened with new energy. "Jaylen, do you know what happened to your mom's phone?" Jaylen nodded. He crushed it and threw in the grass. "Do you know what was on the phone?" "A video of everything." Everything. The courtroom practically vibrated with tension. The defense lawyer turned to the judge. "Your Honor, I move to subpoena Officer Briggs' personal phone records and authorize an emergency forensic search of Ms. Matthews' cloud account. The boy's testimony suggests destruction of evidence, deliberate, calculated. The judge, pale now, nodded stiffly. Motion granted. The next 72 hours turned the trial upside down. Forensic experts recovered a cloud backup of Alicia's destroyed phone. The video? Crystal clear that IT showed Alicia, pulled from her vehicle, slammed face first into the asphalt. Her sobs unmistakable. Not rage, but pained. IT showed Officer Briggs glancing around, then noticing her phone, smashing it under his boot. And most damning, Alicia never resisted, never even raised her voice. The courtroom was packed to bursting as the video played. Reporters scribbled. Camera shutters clicked. Alicia wept. Jaylen buried his face in her lap. Officer Briggs? His confident facade disintegrated. But the final blow came when a young officer, Renee Alvarez, stepped forward from the crowd. I can't stay silent anymore, she declared, producing a flash drive. Internal Affairs buried complaints against Briggs. We were told to delete reports, to protect him. On the drive, internal memos, suppress complaints, evidence of misconduct buried by the department for years. The courtroom exploded. Alicia's charges? Dropped. Officer Briggs? Suspended. Later arrested. Civil rights groups rallied behind Alicia, launching a lawsuit for racial profiling and malicious prosecution. Protesters flooded the courthouse steps. News outlets from every major network picked up the story. Policy reforms followed. Mandatory third-party backups for all police footage. Independent oversight committees. Internal Affairs investigations reopened. The judge, the same man who nearly condemned Alicia without evidence, issued a public apology and quietly retired. A year later, at a nationally televised city forum, Jaylen stood at the podium, taller now, but still with that quiet, steady gaze. They told me I was too small to know the truth, he said, voice calm but powerful. But truth isn't about size. It's about doing what's right. The crowd rose to its feet in thunderous applause. In the back row, Officer Alvarez, now a respected community liaison, wiped away a tear. Jaylen Matthews, the boy who stood up when no one else would, had become more than a symbol. He was proof that even the smallest voice can echo forever. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because real courage doesn't whisper, it roars.